Okay. So once a sufficient amount of information has been entered in for you to get a good price and you're ready to quote your customer, you can go ahead and save and print. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So we've saved our new part. I'm going to print it. And I do want to touch upon this digital signature feature. We haven't talked about default settings yet because we haven't printed anything, but our system allows a lot of different options for printing. So you can see here we can specify what fields to print, format, how many finishes. Here's our default expire days for how long the quote's valid for, which will print out on the quote. We can specify a logo here, our signature, so you can see, and we could have multiple signatures here. In this case, we just have one. So we can select our signature. We'll preview how it looks. So you can see it just has our one part because we didn't change the estimate number. It's got our special requirement as well as our note to the customer. It's got our finishes as well as our thickness and our mill spec, which we talked about, part number, rev number, and description. And over here is our pricing. So that's the default price as well as the price breaks for large quantities, our minimum lot charge, and our additional charge.
And is it possible for me to email this quote from my desktop?
Absolutely. So actually that's the purpose behind the digital signature, so that you don't have to print, sign, and then scan. With the digital signature, you can actually email directly. And the way to do that is here we have an email PDF viewer. And this feature is available for all of our printouts. So anything you can preview, you can also create a PDF. And then once it's in PDF form, you can use the Adobe option to attach to email, or you can save it to a file and then attach it manually, or whatever's easiest. And we do see that some people like to save the PDFs on their own drives for references. If they need to pull up a quote they've printed and sent before. Same thing with certs especially. They like keeping copies of
Sure,
certs.
sure, I can see that. Yeah, being very useful. Right.
Okay. And again, you can see here our valid from valid to default to 7. So it's a 7-day period. Okay. And our logo, which again we can change the customer to quote to. And yeah, that's the relevant information. Again, if we had multiple parts, they would all print out here. And actually, let me show that real quick. So this is estimate number 174. So I'm going to take the same customer and assign this part to estimate number 174. And we'll print. And you can see that other part with its price is now printing.
That's great. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, and that is the quote module. Next we'll be moving on to the job order module.
Okay, yeah.